And welcome back to another exciting episode of PDAD Ice. I am your host, your DM, your GM, the Gold Crow, and with me I have three of my wonderful friends. One of which may show up, maybe not, I don't know. But the show must go on, as they say. And why don't you tell what happened on the show last time, Fire Ally?
All right. So last time in like the one sentence we fought dragon, but in more details, in the dragon fight we had Ela come out of the woodworks as well as we had to go finish off the Litwick who was being annoying. And then a bunch of Queensmen came in. We're like, oh man, it's really stacked against us. We struggled for a bit. Sinbad tried to Kamehameha Ela. It didn't really work though because healing potions are good. And and then eventually, Queen, otherwise known as Moira, came in with lies and deceit to be our backup. They gave Sabrina a scroll of control water, which she used to make it so the dragon could no longer go underwater to avoid us and had to come and deal with us and start flying. Then she raised the water so we could get up to her now that she was flying and stuff like that. Then we took her out. We took Ela out. And then once we took Ela out, Moira removed her memory of the day and took her back to the Expedition Society so we could go blow her in front of Apollo or something like that. We're still not entirely sure what she had in mind. We found Grimoire's spell book, and we got so much money that we spent like an hour and a half off stream doing math to see how much we could get.
Yeah, got quite a lot. I forget what the number was. You have a whole new sheet dedicated to that.
Yeah, we have an entirely new sheet of just money that we're taking to the fortress. We for now it's called the Jameson Bank Fund, and yeah, so that's where we left off. Ezek also leveled up, even though he was scared the whole time and fought mostly just the random Queensmen that showed up,
I
and
probably
also Aiden evolved.
yes, got a new feat on top of that.
Oh yes, he got the squire of something from Dragonlance.
Yes. Um. All right. Yeah, that's good. You can take a re-roll for the session. Again, that can be applied to any roll you do. Damage, frost checks, encounters, whatever you wish. All right. So through a process of let's see, what processes are you using here? You're shoving a lot in bags of holding. You're using tensors floating discs.
Lots of them.
Yes. You're shoving them on your persons. You bisected the dragon and are taking back some green scales and various other parts with you.
Teeth, blood.
And yeah. So as you begin taking all this treasure, when you get to the bottom of one of the piles, you hear Belladonna's voice say in a very amused, jovial, sinister tone, "Even if you slay me, my will lives on." And it begins repeating. This is the magic mouth spell.
She set up a computer, guys.
Bree immediately face palms when he says this. It's just a magic mouth. Don't pay any attention to it. She probably has some kind of machinations going on in the background that'll come back to bite us, but it won't be her. We all know that Esla's out there, or Eslith's out there.
I imagine it means that she had some kind of contingency plan inside of the ranks of the rogues and the vagabonds, ones that I feel the other nations might have to keep their eyes on, and us too.
Probably. I'm not really in any mood to worry about it right now. I'm just glad she's gone.
Yep. Done and dusted. And well, do you think medium green's okay? He hasn't really spoken much since he became medium.
Bree just kind of walks across the water over to him, and she's like, "Are you gonna be okay, Aiden?"
Well, what are we planning to do next?
Well, we gotta get all this home, or as much of it as we can anyway.
Right, but then...
Well, we're gonna go rat Ela out, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Sorry it turned out the way it did.
Well, the good news is I took a page out of your book and read some of Grimoire's, and I think she has a spell that we could use.
Really?
Oh, yes. I think it would definitely line up with Moira's do something flashy.
Bree kind of looks like she's having a little bit of inner conflict, but eventually she says, "Let me see it."
And he'll show her the page of the I can't even remember its name. It's like Vicious Accusation or something like
I
that.
thought it was
Vindictive
Vindictive Accusers.
Vindictive Accusers.
Vengeful accusers.
Vengeful Accusers.
So he flips to the V section and struggles for a bit.
And when you read the cliff notes of that spell, it says, you cause illusions of a creature's victims to appear, able to testify against the target for its crimes.
That'll do it.
The whole town.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll probably do it. We really should ask for Grimoire's permission, though.
I think that she'll give it for this, though. After all, one of the crimes committed was stealing her spell book. I think she wants to see some justice.
I certainly hope so.
If not, maybe she'll cast it for us or something.
I don't think she's going to want us to bring the spellbook with us.
She could probably disguise herself pretty well and do it herself. Then again, it's probably not a good idea to bring her, through Alabaster's place. We'll talk with her when we get there.
Yeah.
Home, that is.
Right.
By the way, I think it's time we should send the MDRA that message.
Well, you're the one with the Sending Stone 13.
Alright, so he's going to text to the MDRA. We got Grimoire's research. Will come in the next few days.
You get a text back from Waffles. Well, not really a text, more like a voicemail in your head. That she says, "That's great. Come and deliver it as soon as you can."
It's like, alright, they'll be expecting us within the next few days now.
Alright. You guys ready to go home?
Yes, I am done. As he just slams a bunch of dragon bits in front of you, covered in
Perfect.
blood.
I just love it now. I didn't expect it to be this big.
Do you think this is enough, Aiden?
Uh, Probably more than enough.
Good. All right.
She's going to cast the teleportation circle.
All right. So a minute of casting and a wormhole of such appears in front of you where I guess the tensor's floating discs move with you, so they all go in as well. And with all this treasure in tow on a bunch of floating platforms and your pockets jingling and jangling as you run through, you end up back at your humble abode.
Wee.
And you see the as you go back into the comfort of the library of your fortress, you see the Cyndaquil, the disguised dragon, kind of look at this mountain of wealth that you're just rigging through the portal. Just kind of like putting down the book.
Hi, Alderion. We got her.
I take it went well.
We all came back alive, so yes.
Well, put that stuff somewhere. You're using that disc. It's going to run out pretty soon, and I don't want you littering my floor with it.
Right.
And she immediately starts walking over to Pandora's room.
Okay, with like the discs kind of like what, 6 discs floating around you.
5.
All right.
And she shoves open the door and she's like,
Special delivery, Pandora.
Whoa! Holy moly!
There's more.
Oh, okay, yeah. Over in the left corner and the right corner, that'll be great. Hey, you didn't get any copper pieces?
We had to leave some copper. We had to leave copper pieces behind in order to carry the platinum pieces.
Well, why didn't you take the copper? It's on brand, yes, but it's so funny when you pay people with it. Like, they can't say no to it, but you can tell it annoys them so much.
I guess that's true. We can probably bring it by a bank or something and get you all the copper pieces you want once we get everything taken care of here.
That would be adequate, yes.
and all of the discs one by one just kind of disappear, and all of the stuff that's on them just kind of clatters to the ground.
As everyone's like kind of dumping out their backpacks, and all like the gold and platinum falls.
Does the continent even have a bank?
No.
We are the bank.
You should make some more trips like this. This is what I wasn't expecting to see you with all of this.
This will probably be the last time we'll ever come back with this much money. This was Belladonna's hoard.
Well, never say never. There's plenty of more wealth to find than this. Especially copper. Bring copper next time.
Bree just kind of chuckles and says,
Spoken like a true dragon.
All right, I'll be organizing this though. Let's see, platinum pile here. Maybe a little platinum pile here. No, let's mix some gold in with it. Did you find any rubies or some gems or some like paintings? That would be nice.
Yeah, I think
she kind of looks back and she says,
I think Sigurd's carrying those. I'll send them in.
Oh yes. It's like decorating one of those like Yuletide trees. You just you have to have dressing. You just bunch of piles of coins. It's just kind of blasé.
Oh yeah, I totally get it. Just metal everywhere. You gotta have some color in there too.
Yeah, it needs color. Yeah.
What is Eslith like, anyway? I know you all collect different things.
Well, she was a matchmaker, so she loved diamond rings and
All right, I know exactly who to keep her away from.
okay, well, seeing as you have this, I think she's back, correct?
That's what we hope. We're gonna have to go make some armor, as per usual, though.
Okay, well, I'm going to be very busy. This is very important, so don't bother me for the next few days. If you have more coming in, maybe a week even.
Well, we can't guarantee we won't bother you. We may need to make a withdrawal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Until
well,
then-
Jameson too.
Oh, yes.
Let's go find him, I guess.
He should be. I think he just came back. He's been going it alone, looking for food and firewood these last few days.
What a trooper.
Yeah, he did moderately decent. He fell a little short behind, but he kept it up.
Well, he's got ESEC back now, so they'll be keeping things in shape from here on out.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll be organizing this. You can go do whatever you guys do.
Alrighty, yeah. Alright, and I guess we'll go find Jameson.
Okay.
Is Aiden coming with us?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Just making sure he hadn't said anything.
I think he was up in the barracks.
All right, thank you.
And that's where we'll go.
Yeah. I guess Isaac's kind of following with you. And you see as you go into the barracks, you see Jameson kind of, because you guys kind of found it a little late into the day.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like getting ready to go to a sleep. He's like in his like little pajamas, little nightcap. And he sees you at the door, and he just kind of, his eyes light up, and he's like, "Oh, you guys are back! Wow! What did you get? What'd you get?"
A lot.
Oh, that's wonderful. Did you kill something, Isaac? I know you love doing that. No, I just carve up a dragon.
I think you could. No, you got a few guys.
Oh yeah. I just did. They were so weak and so useless that I didn't even count them.
Oh, you kept them from swarming us, so good on you there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how much do I get for that?
The 1,000 we agreed on.
Very good. Who's gonna pay him, or is he just gonna keep 1,000 that from?
I think he was just keeping the 1,000 he could carry.
Yeah.
All right. I will update his sheet. All right. So yeah, he takes it, and
Right.
And we have a little something for you too, Jameson.
oh wowie, what?
Let's see here. Mathing.
How much extra platinum?
Yeah, she gives him a bag and it has 1,500 platinum in it.
Oh wow. That's what I came here for. That's what I came here for, Isaac. This is what I wanted to get this for my mom. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We gotta find a way to get it back to your mom, but you have it. So,
Yeah, a lot depends on where you live out there as well in the real world.
Well, I live on the air continent.
Well, that makes it a bit easier.
But yeah, I was going to just work until I made the money, but it all came to me in one day. So, do you think I could still stay here?
of course you can, Jameson.
If you want to, but you don't have to stay either. If we find a way to get this back to your mom, you could go then if you want to as well. It's up to you.
Well, before I was gonna just leave right away because it's really cold here and things want to kill you when you travel and it's very unpleasant sometimes. But then, well, it was because Ezek is the first one to actually teach me anything. You know, because when I was working for the Expedition Society, they just put me in front of a door and just left me there. And even when Commander of Hollow promoted me, he just kind of put me in front of a door again and just left me there. Oh yeah, they're useless.
Yeah, they don't really put the effort into training, and they wonder why all of their recruits have trouble out here.
Yeah, so I've learned I'm pretty good at it, and even when Ezek wasn't here, I think I did good because he taught me so well.
Yes, we heard that you were able to hold up the place pretty well on your own.
Yep.
So it'd definitely be appreciated if you'd stay around here to help keep things up while we're gone.
Oh well, I have to repay you. Even though you've paid me, I still feel like you're giving me a lot of gold and platinum, and I still feel like I've got to repay it. Very well, I will watch you and supervise, see how well you did on your own. Make sure you're not cheating. Oh no, I didn't cheat. You'll see for sure. I'll do it right in front of you. I'll fish by myself, and I'll get firewood by myself, and you'll see. Very good. I'm gonna go drink. I need to drink lots.
He's gonna drink the fear condition away.
yeah, probably. And he kind of goes down to the kitchen. He's probably pretty hungry too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll let you get to sleep. I'm sure you're pretty tired from trying to keep the whole place up all on yourself by yourself.
Oh yeah, but it was hard the first few days when Ezek wasn't here, but then I got used to it. So I think when he's helping me again, I'm gonna get so much food and so much firewood that we're not gonna even know what we're gonna to do with all of it.
Well, it's always good to have more than you need than not have enough.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, pretty tired, so I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Good night, Jameson.
Alright.
He climbs back into bed.
Bree's gonna mage hand the covers over him.
Yeah. He kind of turns over and begins going to sleep.
All right. All right. Let's get to Grimoire.
All right. You open the laboratory, and it seems like she's... when you open the room, it seems like she's just flat out converted this to like a very prim and proper... Very much like you saw in the MDRA's headquarters. She's organized a lot and cleaned it, and you can see different sections for different magics and sections for the meteors and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. I love what you did with the place.
She turns around to regard you, and she says, "Oh, Shao, I see you're back."
Yes, and it was a success.
She just kind of looks at Sinbad.
Yeah, and then he'll take out her spell book
And
as promised.
she when you pull it out and I assume hand it over to her,
Yeah.
it looks like she was just kind of doing like grinding the midnight oil at first, like just looking through a book and stuff, not a spell book, just a magic book or a notebook or something. And when she sees that, just this astonish just takes her face as she gestures her hands for you to give it to her.
Yeah, and he will do so.
And there's this moment where she's just kind of holding it there, and just a mixture of emotions just kind of go over her face of relief, maybe a bit of sadness, a bit of joy. She like takes her paw, and just kind of runs it over the cover and says, "Bentornato, welcome back." And she stares at it for a good few seconds still, and looks to you, pushing in the chair she was sitting in, and says, "Listen to me. The Academy disrespected my family's magic and did not see any use for it other than entertaining children. The Directorate no doubt saw me as nothing but a conjurer of cheap tricks. Then I lost my book, and I myself saw me as a fraud and a failure, letting my family's legacy be taken in my sleep. I never thought I would get this back. Grazie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I owe you for bringing this back to me."
Well, the job isn't completely done yet. There's still the matter of bringing who stole your book to justice. And I think that you have a spell that can help with that.
You looked inside.
Well, to be fair, I'm a sorcerer, not a wizard, so I can know what you can do, but I can't really do it myself.
Oh, I take no offense to it. I probably would have looked too. But you did not dispatch the one who was responsible.
Well, we think it would be best if everything she set up fell down on top of her. She made a prison of her own design. We just need to lock her in it.
So what you are asking me is to use my spells.
One of them, anyway.
You can cast it yourself or however you wish, but she effectively destroyed an entire town, and you have a spell that would make it so every single person that was ever wounded by her direct actions will reappear, and three
Yes.
can testify.
Normally, I would not allow anyone to use the spells contained in this book, but seeing as how I would not have this back if it were not for you, I will share it.
Oh, thank you, Grimoires. Thank you so much. It's going to make bringing her to justice so much easier.
Just be careful where you use it. Do not use it in front of the MDRA. I do not say this for... Well, I do say it for your sake.
Bree nods and she says,
I'm well aware. I thought about that ahead of time. Typically, the Expedition Society does things behind closed doors, so there shouldn't be any MDRA operatives there when we talk to them.
Very well. If you need help or you want any of the spells contained in this book in your own book, I can help you.
Really? You let me put them in my own spell book?
Yes.
Wow, that's a high honor. Thank you so much.
And if you would like to learn them as well, she gestures you to you, Sinbad. Well, you have touched the book. It should not... Well, sorcerers are very fickle. You can attempt to try and learn them. Mechanically speaking, is when you level up, you can learn them.
Right.
Yeah.
or retrain, as it says.
Yeah. But
Alright.
if there's anything you want in here, I will let you have it. It will still cost the money and time. It just no check because it's copying from spellbook to spellbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What level? What circle spell is it?
4.
4. Okay. It might take most of the day tomorrow to get
Oh,
it
wait.
done, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's 4. Yes. Well,
I think we can still get what we need to get done tomorrow, even if
Yeah.
it does take most of the day tomorrow for me to get it in.
yes, it took me a while to set up this laboratory. But we can start on it tomorrow.
Perfect. I'll be here bright and early.
Si. And again, grazie.
You're more than welcome.
All right. She takes her book and she puts it in her bag because she doesn't want to just leave it out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep with that thing snuggled up to her chest.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wish to do on this night?
I can't think of anything else. Let me see if I've got anything written on my sheet in the place I normally put it. I don't have enough spell slots to do that. We did that. I don't have anything written down that we need to do. What about you guys?
Not unless we want to interrogate Reshiram about Qin Pao.
I don't know.
Well, Bree's gonna give the mirror back to you. So you can do what you want with it, my friend.
No.
I don't think we have Flash of Geniuses to spare, so probably not.
Do I have any left? Oh wow, I actually didn't use any. Every time it came up during the last fight, it was just like, that's not enough to make a difference, so I still have one left.
Sinbad talking to Reshiram.
So,
What could go wrong?
everything.
I mean, Aiden could ask, but
Where's the fun in that? Risk
where's
eating
the
your
fun in
mattress.
that?
I'm one to talk. I'm the one that won't use the deck of many things.
See, there's a difference, though.
Yeah. One gives you
more
indigestion, one ruins your life and the world and the campaign.
All right. Well, I guess we'll risk it then. We'll try talking to Reshiram.
Oh boy.
Okay. You gonna do an intelligence saving throw for me?
Intelligence saving throw. Here we go.
Aiden is nearby, ready to lock the door.
I'm ready to lock the door.
13.
I'm like 13
Yeah.
and 13.
So I guess Flash of Genius, huh? Yep.
Yeah.
Turns into a 17.
All right. Wait. What was that? Why did you roll 2?
I used lucky preemptively.
Oh.
Okay.
I never not do this with lucky, man.
All right. You try to contact Reshiram, but it does not work.
Huh.
I don't think Reshiram likes me, Aiden. It's gonna have to be you.
More so, it seems like this mirror is only attuned to one person.
Oh, I can only talk to
It was
the
very-
one guy. Rest in peace. Well, at least I didn't lose my mind trying to learn it the hard way.
guess that's a good thing, yeah.
All right, well, here's going to sleep and hoping that nothing weird happens, though I have a feeling that something bad, I'm going to wake up with nightmares.
Mm.
So, sleep well, Aiden, and, yeah, I'm probably going to be a little haggard tomorrow.
Yeah, just, the vengeance nightmares aren't exactly fun. he he turns his head towards his room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Also, when you just remember, sleeping tonight is also going to be weird for you. You're like twice as tall now. You're going to like bump into things.
I didn't think about that. That's gonna take getting used to.
Yep. It's a fun time.
I take it you had similar problems after you evolved.
I'm mostly just hitting my head on things because I was suddenly a lot taller. Well, I suppose also having twice as much tail mass also makes it so you accidentally bump or touch things, and then when you're an electrical nine tails, it also means you zap more things. Or you just walk across the carpet and the person behind you gets all the static.
Yeah, I don't think that really applies to me.
Yeah, but maybe you'll walk past a plant and it'll suddenly sprout or something.
Huh. He just he just kind of looks a little puzzled at that concept, but there's not much else to say. He just heads off towards bed, and he'll spend a little bit of time before actually going to bed, finishing up that book.
Okay. And you've read through it through 6 days?
Yep, this was the last day I needed.
All right. So you feel yourself. You feel like just maybe it's even the new form too. You just feel a lot more mobile. Your digits kind of you don't. They're not as stiff. Your muscles just seem to be more leaner. You get +2 dex. And when you looked at the book, it was just a bunch of just garbled nonsense, and but you're still able to comprehend it for some reason. But when you finish when you go to the last cover, all the text disappears.
Well, that's weird. And then again, I guess Sabrina had one like this and was magic. Maybe I'll just like to hold on to it. If the whole 100 years thing is right.
And if you guys are just going to settle down, you will get the benefits of a long rest.
Neat.
Woo!
As you wake up in the morning.
All right. So first thing in the morning, Bree is going to use Memory Cloak to cover up our memory that Queen, Lies, and Deceit showed up to help us.
Okay, on everyone?
Yeah. Well, everyone who was there.
What is this spell she is putting on us, Squire? Knight, Aiden, Sir Aiden. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Right. He isn't sure how to really respond.
And he's like, I'm not really sure myself.
Wait, has Sabrina even ever used this on the party before?
No.
She is not.
No.
He doesn't. He wouldn't know then. Oh gosh. Actually, I really don't know myself. It's something from the book we got.
This wouldn't be anything deceptive, would it?
Uh. Oh gosh. I know he has to see what probably just maybe.
Then do not allow such a spell to be placed on you! You are a beacon of truth and honor.
I like to think he says this as soon as the spell gets cast on Sinbad.
He's gonna just kind of freeze for a bit before just going, Sabrina.
What?
He just kind of takes a hand and points at the sword.
She just kind of looks between him and the sword and goes,
Okay.
and she just kind of has this smile on her face, like,
What?
Holy Avenger doesn't seem very happy about the idea of me taking the effect of the spell.
Look, the primary reason I'm putting the spell on is so that people can't read our minds to get information from us. I'm not asking anyone to lie. I'm just trying to make sure that people don't dig into our brains and get information that's going to, completely ruin everything. I don't want things to go south as bad as they have in the past.
Somehow I don't think Holy Avenger's gonna like that explanation.
Well, what do you have to say, Mr. Avenger?
Ask her what this spell entails.
It wants a full explanation of what the spell does.
Basically, if anyone tries to read your memory, they'll get something else. I don't know exactly what. It just
she flips open her spell book and kind of flips through it.
it says gain access to a creature's mind, apply illusions that will deceive or prevent other creatures
Deceive!
And she's still reading as he says this.
from accurately reading the target's memories. Choose one topic of discussion when you cast a spell, and she's basically reading the whole text.
I bequeath this
The moment the words to Steve just leave her mouth, Aiden's just covering his face.
Look, don't pay attention too much to the wording. I'm just reading it verbatim. It's not deception any more than covering your face with a shield when arrows are flying at you is deception.
If you undergo this spell, Sir Aiden, I will not offer you my power anymore.
Oh. That's...
She can probably read it on his face, and she says,
What did it say?
If you cast this on me and I let you cast it on me, Holy Avenger's not going to let me use it anymore.
Yeah, I figured that'd be the case. All right, we'll just have to find a way to get you a ring of mind shielding or something. Maybe mind blank.
Like, didn't Ela have one of those? Am I crazy? No, she didn't, because I read her mind.
No, that was someone else casting feeble mind.
He's just he does that thing where he just like awkwardly rubs his neck.
Well, at least the rest of us got it.
Yep.
Saves me a third level spell slot too. I can't really get all of us with only the second circle spells that I can cast in a day. But Mr. Avenger, you'd better do whatever you can to protect his little mind from invasion then.
The only thing he needs is his own willpower. You don't really hear that, so it reassures you, Aiden.
Yeah, until I mean, last time someone did read my mind, and that wasn't exactly a fun experience.
Anyway, you'd better get to work on that armor, and I'm gonna get to work on Vengeful Accusers.
Yeah, who do you think I should make the armor for this time? Isaac?
She taps her chin, and she thinks about how big the scales were, and she says,
You know what? Why not? Maybe he'll appreciate, or he'll say something like, I do not need this armor, I'm strong enough as I am, or something like that.
You do remember you found, like, adamantine armor, too.
Oh, right.
Yeah, didn't Sigurd take that?
Yeah.
I don't think it was...
Or, no, we probably did give that to
I
Isaac.
think we just kind of took all the magic items as the sake of just taking them.
yeah.
Except for the deck and the broom.
Yeah, which,
Because you don't have to attune to those. And the Wand of Secrets. You don't have to attune to that either. I assume Aiden picked that one up, though.
where's the wand?
I could be wrong about that.
I'm gonna check really quick. I didn't actually take anything at the time because it was like all my attunements are used.
We can discuss attunements after stream.
Yeah.
So Sabrina's gonna go to Grimoire and start working with her.
All right. So you're going to be out for most of the day because what does it cost to...
It's like 2 hours per, so 8 hours, and then
It's like
I think it was 50 per level.
So 200.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
Okay. And what is everyone else going to be doing? Everyone else is in Sinbad and Aiden.
Probably going to get started in an armor then, since we kind of need that to find. Yeah, that's with.
All right. So, what did I have you do last time? I think I had you do 2 checks. I had you do use your blacksmith tools with dexterity, I believe.
All right.
So
Which just kind of
proficiency.
means it's a flat check plus proficiency.
Yeah.
And I guess it's expertise in this case since I have that. So that turns into plus 12. Yep.
Okay. Then intelligence, sleight of hand.
Okay. Those should be the same mod. Except I can't get the gloves with either because that's very specifically Dex Slate, so it's still plus 12. Oh, nice, 31.
All right, and now just roll a d4 for me.
2.
You think you can get it done in 2 days?
Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of armor are you making?
This is yeah, this is gonna be armor that would fit on Ezek.
So a full plate?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Where was the number of skills we got? Because we had some weird math at this.
And because your intelligence was so good, you think if you were to do a few more checks, you could fuse it to the adamantine armor.
Oh.
But if you fail, then it might just explode and you got nothing.
Oh. Hmm.
It's worth it.
No.
We kind of need the. Well, let's see. We had a lot of scales.
We only had enough to make the armor.
Hmm.
No, I thought we just took them all.
No.
We had enough, but remember, it was like a 5x multiplier because they're ancient scales.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Might be worth doing.
You'd basically do it again, but you need to get a 30 in both.
Have you changed your mind, Ice?
That changed my mind instantly. Yeah, I'll just do the regular armor.
Okay, so it's just going to be a full plate, poison resistance, dragon armor. Yeah, okay. Yep, 2 days, and you got it. Sinbad.
It's planned time.
Okay.
I don't know if she has any plants of her own that she's looking after. I do have some of those pink roots. They are roots, so in theory I can cultivate more.
This assumes Grimoire has been looking after the garden.
Yeah. Or if not, I can attempt to make some tea.
Which ones are you planting?
I think that the only one that you said I would be able to, well, you said I couldn't do it with like the fruits, so the only one that's not a fruit is the root, the pink root.
All right. I don't think you got a pink root.
I have the other things that I picked up, but those are on Aiden right now.
Oh, okay. I see what you got. All right.
I'm like, I think we found these foraging out in the wild, didn't we?
Yeah.
The pink root and the beige dot berries.
All right. So you're gonna plant the root that has a gold. It should be a golden tint. It's the only root I have here listed.
I'm like,
Maybe you messed it up with the petaled flowers of the weird mushrooms.
Yeah. You got a large petaled flower surrounded by tall fleshy spikes and a root that has a golden tint.
yeah, I guess it's gold root.
All right. So you're just going to plant it.
Yep, we're going to see if we can cultivate it.
All right. Do a nature check with disadvantage.
Oh.
Mm.
Disadvantage.
I'm like, do I cancel it out, guys?
You've already committed at this point. I don't know if you can stop.
Ask the DM. The DM knows.
Well, you're committed to this, so
Yeah, but
This
once
fl-
I roll, I can't say I'm going to lucky that. I don't think. Right?
I think you can lucky after. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we failed.
All right.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Oh, right. It's the new lucky. You just get advantage, so it would have been the 6.
Ugh.
Well, you planted it in there.
Rip.
Hmm.
This plant, you have no idea what it is, but you just kind of stuck it in the ground.
Oh no.
What have you done?
Well, we'll find out in a day, I guess. Unless Grimoire comes back and is like, yeah, that thing is evil.
The heck you doing, boy?
All right. Do you wanna plant anything else?
I think that's the only one that I can plant.
Or a tip, you might want to identify them before you just stick them in the ground.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I can try to identify the beige dot berry.
Okay. And you have nature, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. All right. Let me go through my plant list just a second. Okay, where's the description for this? All right, so do a nature or survival check on it. You have it in here.
I'm like, ooh, go survival. Uh, 14.
You think this berry, if you plant it right, which you kind of get the idea as you look it over, it might offer you some help in sight for a temporary boost once you eat it.
I guess we can try to plant this one, see what happens.
All right, now do a straight up nature check.
All right, let's see if the dice like me today.
All right.
21.
All right, and with the survival check, you just got to. It only requires watering every day. All right.
All right. Well, if Grimoire doesn't know that, she will. Because Bed will probably tell her about his plant experiments,
All right.
aka his secret desire to make tea out of all the plants.
Okay. Wonderful. It is plant. You're gonna actually go down there and tell her.
Probably.
So you walk in the room and they're discussing. So the illusion is supposed to make several illusionary duplicates of the victims, and then you just open the door.
Oh, he'd probably wait until after that.
Well, you're waiting
Wow,
8
then.
hours, man.
I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that is rather quick. All right. In that case, it's tea time.
Okay. So you're just
Gonna-
gonna wait around for 8 hours?
I'm gonna see if I can make a tea out of the berries.
The berries, the ones you planted first?
Oh, I thought I was only planting like one.
Oh, okay. You found. Okay, yeah, you're planting one.
Yeah, I'm only planting one at a time to make sure they don't blow up, so I have some in reserve just in case.
All right. Let's do a survival check to apply these to your tea.
All right, this is where it would have been nice for TV's tools to exist. They
Well,
don't.
role play it. Do you have anything that no, nothing will help that one.
I'm like, it's worth it. I must use my lucky point. 13. You know, I guess it's on par for Sinbad to like tea but be bad at making it.
Okay, what are the side effects? Oh wow, that's cool. All right, it tastes very bitter, and you're almost like hallucinating when you drink it. Like you see two of the
Oh
the cups,
gosh.
but yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, I don't think I did it right.
All right, yeah. All right. What do you wish to do after that?
I don't think he'll do anything after that.
All right. So, well, Aiden's working on armor, and Sabrina's going to be studying for 8 hours. So, is there anything after the 8 hours are done that you would like to do?
We need to go rat out an owl.
You gonna do it just the two of you?
No.
Well, I don't know.
feel
Aiden, how do you feel?
we need Aiden there.
No, we do need Aiden for this.
It wouldn't be right otherwise. I mean, can't he like pause?
As
We
you
did last time.
as you enter the room, Sinbad, when you see Grimoire and Sabrina, it's almost like someone like texture swapped them. Like you see a Fennekin standing on two legs, like being like, and you see like a quadrupedal of Yaskarana,
Gosh, really is an XI seed.
and you just shake your head, and it goes back to normal.
Bree temporarily evolves.
Right. I tried cultivating some plants that I found out there. One of them should just need water. The other one, it's probably fine.
Wait, is he like wall-eyed or cross-eyed right now?
He was for a second, and then he kind of shaked it off.
Sib, you tried to make something into a tea that you shouldn't have again, didn't you?
What?
She just kind of leads towards Grimoire and says, "He does this."
Did you just try and consume plants you found?
If it's a leaf, he'll put it in hot water and then drink it.
Oh, you should not do that, Volpe.
Oh, hey, this one was a berry, and I know that it can help with vision. It was just I made the tea wrong.
Right. I'm sure that's what it was.
Oh,
Well, anyway, the other ones are cultivating because I figured that mistakes were bound to happen.
would you like me to cultivate and harvest your garden?
That would be nice if it's not too much trouble, otherwise they're just gonna die.
Well, I do not have materials for research, so I can be of service there. I've researched the ice continent for several months, and yes, there is magical imbued fauna that could be very good for you, or as you're probably experiencing right now, very bad.
Yeah, well, the bad ones we might be able to put to other uses.
I have a question. Do you just stick anything you find in your mouth and you just found laying around?
Not really.
As you cough out like feathers from your pillow.
I mean, he would cough those out days and days ago.
Yeah. Well, and some have detrimental effects, but depending on how you treat and regrow them, they might be better.
Is that
Right.
all you needed, Sib?
Yeah, well, I also know that things on this continent have a tendency to explode, so I figured telling at least someone that they were there was better than just letting them sit there and see what happens.
You're not wrong, but you still shouldn't just eat it right away or drink it or whatever you did.
I mean, yeah, at least not the ones that don't know what they do. But I'm pretty sure I knew what these ones were doing. I just didn't do it right.
As you see Grimoire's and Sabrina's heads switch for a second.
See, the real question is if Sabrina's head speaks in Grimoire's voice, or if Grimoire's voice still comes out of her own head on Sabrina's body.
Yes. But yeah, that's where you stand. I guess we'll say the 8 hours did pass, and you have vengeful accusers now.
Perfect. So you said you didn't have any research material in here, right?
No.
Well, it's not much, but
She's gonna give her 9 meteor chips.
Oh, this will work wonderfully.
there's plenty more where that came from, but I hope you don't mind if I kind of hold on to that for myself for the time being.
Yes. No problemo.
All right. Thank you so much for letting me use your spell.
Yes, I hope you can persecute the one responsible.
Oh, believe me, we'll do everything we can.
And she picks up her spell book and says,
Thanks again.
and walks out the door.
Yeah.
And assuming Sinbad's still there, she's like,
Let's go see if Aiden has time for a break.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to do this now?
What exactly did that stuff do to you?
Let's just say I might have a hard time making eye contact.
It messed with your vision, didn't it?
Nothing less than what you normally do to me.
Oh, so carrots are growing out of your eyes now. I get it. No, but seriously. Well, you normally wear sunglasses out and about anyway.
It's the me seeing them that I see more of a problem than my eyes apparently doing what they're doing right now.
Well, let's go talk to Aiden. Just try to keep it together.
You go to the you go over to the barracks where you usually see Jameson, but he's already out. But when you open the door, you see a familiar-looking Salazzle with a wide-brimmed hat and a rapier, looking out the window.
Sabrina kind of takes a few steps back, not expecting it, and she's like,
Oh, you're here.
Well, sort of. But
He picked up one of the spell scrolls from our dispatched friends, huh?
I'm just here to tell you that I've put Ela back. She doesn't remember the battle that took place. Now, Once you expose her as a fraud, trying to steal all my hard work, I'd like you to remind our dear friend Apollo the original deal you made with the real queen still stands, where I won't interfere with your little plan at the gate. As long as I'm not provoked and forced to act, of course. Don't expect me, by the way, don't expect me to come and save you like I did in that cave. I was merely there to get my assets back. You're on your own when it comes to fighting a legion of beasts.
Oh, I wouldn't have expected anything different.
Do you want us to tell Apollo that we didn't, in fact, kill the queen?
You can tell him whatever you like to.
Because I was trying to give you abstinence, but you may perhaps make a new identity.
But if you remember way back, we made a deal. And I am still going to be active on the ice continent. It's just the genocide of Calder was not on my hands. I like it to be known that it wasn't on my hands. You can lie and do whatever you want to make your story convincing. And if you fail to do this, I'm going to be very disappointed in you four. Very disappointed. I've handed it to you on a silver platter, in fact.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be watching from the eyes of a Flareon.
Oh, yes, I certainly will be.
So you want us to just tell him that you're still out there?
The whole point of this little exercise, Sabrina, was to get rid of Ela's benefactor, which we did. She has no backup anymore.
Well, yes, but if we tell him that you're still out there, he's still going to try to send the Expedition Society to, well, take out all of your, wherever you're hiding with all of your little queensmen, and then he won't help with the gate. He'll still be focused on trying to do that.
The only reason they are after me right now is because of her and what she did to Calder. That was not me. And once you expose that it was her, that should alleviate the pressure.
Well, I guess you're right, and I certainly hope for everyone's sake that you're making a good judgment call.
And like I said, I won't interfere in your little plan with the gate. I thought that was the deal when you originally came to my abode, was it not?
It was.
Very well. And I will still honor that. That is, if you trust me. She gives a sly smile.
Like,
Well,
you did tell us not to trust you, so...
Fair enough. But, like I said, I think the playing field should expand on this point. I have no intention in getting involved with the plan at the gate.
Alright, well... Thank you.
Oh, you might want to save your words like that, Sabrina.
Yes. Probably.
well, I'm sure you have plans for as soon as those gates fall open, how you're going to get through it and speed run to the last artifact.
I have many things planned, Sinbad. You'll just have to wait and see them unfold. Anyway, don't let me down. I look forward to the show. And you see her image just kind of vanish.
Brie just kind of puts her face in her paws.
We can't win.
Well, we knew we would probably have her as competition. But besides, the wish is less important than stopping the curse.
A wish is a powerful thing, Sib.
Yes, well, I don't think anyone's going to be completing it well while she has 3/5 of it.
I guess.
And of all the people to get it, she's the least bad because it seems like she'd just use her wish to destroy the wish.
I don't know about that. Like she said, we can't trust her.
I suppose. I mean, she said she wanted a wish out of people's hands because of the issues it would pose to freedom. So I doubt that she would try to impose will, though she might use the wish to keep herself a sovereign nation, I suppose.
Which I guess isn't that bad so long as she doesn't go to war to try to take the entire world over.
I'm like, now that one, I don't know. She said she wants to stay here, but if you have your own nation, you can go and try to make it so there are no other powers out there.
Not to mention that all the other powers out there will try to destroy her, and in the process probably destroy themselves, not knowing what they're up against.
I mean, it depends on how many ands you can put in your wish spell. Because if you can put an infinite amount of ands in there, in theory, the wish never ends.
She shrugs. Says, well, I hope to get to that tower first so that she can't use the wish either, even if she wanted to.
Well, that would also involve us having to keep a tighter grip on that device. And I don't know if she would play nice even if we left the continent with it.
A bridge to cross when we get there. Come on. Let's go see if Aiden's got any spare time.
All right. You ascend the stairs in the barrack to the room above, where you hear Aiden clinking and clanging away at the this new green emerald scaled armor.
Hey Aiden, how's it going?
Oh, hey guys. Actually a lot better than last time.
Is it because you're taller and you have more leverage?
I don't think so.
Well, either way, that's good. Do you have any time to spare for us to go Radula out?
Wait, like right now?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind waiting a little until tomorrow, but for every day we wait, that's another day that the swords could disappear.
Right. He looks at what he's already got done. I would assume that like at 8 hours passing, that's probably like a day's worth at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. You need to spend a little bit longer on it, but you could still get your day's worth assuming you're fast.
Wait, it's 8 hours at this point, so it's evening at least, not quite full on night though.
Yeah, I'd say you need 16 hours a day.
Oh, okay.
To work on the
Armor.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I still had a lot I think I can get done today, but how long is this going to take? Well, actually, I mean, don't we have to also let Hila and Apollo know?
Well, we've always just shown up unannounced before.
You want to give Ela an announcement we're coming by.
Isn't that the whole point?
No.
The point's to just
Show up and show everyone how evil she is.
destroy her. And then, I don't know, Apollo will make her go home in a something.
If she doesn't turn out right hostile.
Oh, she probably will. That's why we have Sigurd to play bouncer at the door. If she jumps out the window, he'll just smash her.
Bree kind of smirks when he says that.
I guess.
All right. So do we have enough time in the day to do this, Crow?
Are you going to you're going to leave? And yeah, so you only 8 hours have passed. I assume you got up at like what? Like 7-ish
Yeah.
or probably earlier.
Bree gets up around then. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. This is Sinbad still like seeing things?
Yes, you are.
Sheesh.
And can other people see his eyes doing weird things?
Yes.
Like making rainbows or something?
Yeah. Or you start a conversation and then you just stop for like 5 seconds and then just continue it.
Fine, I guess we'll wait till tomorrow.
Okay. Would there be anything else you wish to do in the day before you? Well, I guess Aiden's working on the thing. I guess Sabrina and Sinbad, is there anything you would want to do with like 8 more hours?
Oh, what could I do with 8 more hours? Let's see, do I have any spell scrolls that I could shove into my book? I think I do now. I could shove locate creature in there. I don't know if I'd ever use it, but I could.
Yeah.
You know what? Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
You're just saying that because
Couldn't that work on Eslith?
That's
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, I also have Fatal Vision and Clone Craft, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I don't know what those do.
I'm like, I'd have to look them up, but
But they're lower level spells, right?
Yeah. I think they should.
All right. Yeah, it'd be more efficient to put a higher level spell in the book right now, since I have the
Alright.
time, versus something that I could probably do in the span of a short rest.
All right. If there's nothing else you wish to do, as long as you pay, you can get those spells and that locate creature in your book.
Fantastic.
And is there anything else you would want to do, Sinbad?
I think that he's disqualified himself from attempting to do more fun shenanigans.
Okay. Then you go to sleep and get the benefits of a long rest. The effect seems to have worn off after you wake up. Sinbad.
All right, I'm getting that spell into the book right now. If you guys have other things to do, you do that right now. It would help me.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, you have to do the check, or do you just automatically pass it? It's a level 2 spell, I believe.
Locate creature is level 4.
Oh.
She has a plus 13. Her lowest roll is a 1.
yeah, I suppose that Sinbad could have helped her with that.
Yeah, so it's just
While the text literally flies around her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she her lowest roll is technically a 14, even if she nat ones.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, then you're good. All right. So yeah, I'll say you long rest and you're in the next day.
okay. We are down to how many days left? Oh, there goes the proficiencies.
Okay. You wake up bright and early. What do you plan to do?
We're going to check to see if the swords are still there.
Swords are still there. Sigurd shows them.
All right.
Okay.
All right, this is it.
All right, we're going.
Okay.
We'll have to come back here first, though, right? We'll have to visit the MDRA tomorrow. How many days until the gate again?
It's day 16 of 21.
It was 17.
Huh?
Am I off by one? I thought we're on. That's 2 days, not just one.
Yeah, I know.
So it should be 17 of 21.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll have enough time.
We'll ask Brunhilde when we get there.
Doesn't matter. We have at least enough time to show up to the igloos.
Yeah.
All right. So what you doing?
Teleporting to Calder.
Okay. So you open the teleportation circle up to a familiar looking basement in a shop in Calder. You are in that bottom room, that kind of dingy looking shady room in the bottom of the store with the teleportation circle. Everyone's with you, right? The whole party?
Yeah.
Assume Sigurd's
Yeah,
with you.
we're gonna have Sigurd on the outside, though. One, because Apollo doesn't like him, and two, in case Ela tries to make a break for it, that Sigurd can hunt her down.
Okay.
And Sabrina's going to cast Rory's telepathic bond on us in our own little cottage before we get this going.
Okay.
We're not going to stop for any mind shielding.
I guess you can look to see if he's got a ring of mind shielding.
That does require attunement, so I'd have to
Yeah.
unattune and reattune really quick.
That'd take an
I'll ask him
hour.
if he's-
Yeah, you don't have quick attuning yet.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that.
4.
You're good.
Okay.
Let me just double check the pricing on that, though.
Well, I guess let's ask first. Does he have one?
What rarity is it? He has rare. Yes, he would have one of those. Or wait, no, yeah, it's an uncommon, but it costs a lot.
I'm trying to let the thing look for it.
But you do have a 25% discount. It's 16,000.
Oh, goodness. We didn't bring that.
And we didn't, but I think we'll be okay. So
Yeah, okay. Just didn't even have enough for it right now.
It doesn't like me. It doesn't like doing math with decimals in it.
it's
Well-
12,000. That's math that I can't do.
Of command was ignored 0.02. Yeah, it doesn't. You probably need to do a divide by 4 instead. Oh. Yeah,
Anyway.
we just don't have enough to buy it right now, so.
Oh, you four are back in town. Some of you have changed.
Yeah.
Well, are you looking to buy anything? I have a few specials on.
I guess we can take a few minutes to browse, but we're kind of on a time limit right now.
I think we kind of forgot to bring enough gold, though.
No, we didn't. You did.
I have-
Why would be that expensive?
I have 3 things on sale right now. I have these this headset, which should allow you to see into the distance a lot easier. These are Eyes of the Eagle. I have this staff that is very fittingly was found by the Expedition Society and sold to me. It is a staff of frost, and I also have a rope of entanglement, and you can have those for 50% off.
Do eagle sight glasses require attunement?
Yeah.
They do? Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, what does the frost staff do?
You have resistance to cold damage. That will be magical.
Oh.
It has 10 charges. You can cast Cone of Cold, Fog Cloud, Ice Storm, or Wall of Ice with it. And it has the recharge every dawn. And if you use the last charge and roll a 1, it just melts into water and is destroyed. It does require attunement as well.
Is this not considered a spell focus?
I don't think you can. I'm not sure. It doesn't say anything about that.
It says it's druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what was the last item again?
A rope of entanglement.
And what are their costs?
The Staff of Frost will be 13,000.
Is that with the discount?
That's with the discount.
Okay.
The Rope of Entanglement will only be 2,000.
I'm pretty sure you can see within 20 feet of you.
Matt seems to approve of the rope.
Yeah, the rope actually looks like it might be worth it.
And the Eyes of the Eagle will be 1,300 with the discount.
That rope might actually be worth it. It's got 20 AC, 20 HP, recovers HP over time.
Yeah. But it can get destroyed.
You can.
And it doesn't require attunement?
Doesn't require attunement.
As much as I like what Eagle Sight does, I'm not sure about it because we don't really have the yeah, it's the attunement slot that makes it difficult to work with.
That's why seeing something like that that's not attunement on sale just seems like something worth it.
I'd have to agree.
Okay. Who's paying for it?
I can't.
I've got the 4,000. I've actually got I've got 200 platinum on me right now.
Well, we need 9,000 for your ring.
We don't have enough to even buy that, and
I mean, I have 7,000 on me, so technically, yes, we do. Though, I think
Wait, how much?
unless something prevents us from going back, which would come later, I would just take that out of our reserve storage because we just teleport back before the end of the day, restock our money.
I've got a little over 8,000 in total gold on me right now. How much does Bree have?
40 platinum and 582 gold.
So 400...
82.
582... So you got 982 on you right now.
4,082.
Don't spend all of our money in one place, boys.
I mean, do we want the mind shielding, though? It sounds like it's important for what we're about to do.
Well, I mean, if you want to spend an hour that you could be working on your armor.
I mean, we're going to be busy today anyhow. This might go longer than we expected to. I'm fully expecting I'm not going to be able to do any work in the armor today.
All right, up to you.
I say it's probably just a good investment anyhow for if we know we're doing something later.
All right. I mean,
yeah, and I guess it gets us around the problem of the sword not liking illusion put on your brain.
We'll spit out the cash between the rest of us, and if we can't leave the town by the end of the day, we'll subtract 3,000, and if we can, we'll just take it from the reserves. Just for easy math.
Well, I mean, we can't pull what we don't have on us.
No,
just deduct it from what you've got on hand, boys.
That's what I'm doing. I'm subtracting like 8,000 right now. You're subtracting however much.
What are you buying?
The mind shielding ring.
Okay, it's 12,000 gold total.
Wait, really? Total
wait, right, we have
with
the
the discount?
Yes, it was 16,000. Now it's 12,000.
That changes things. Well, there goes the
I'm like-
8,000, and there goes however much you needed.
4,000 more.
4,000.
What about the rope?
The rope of entanglement? That wasn't very much.
Yeah, I'm
2,000.
asking them if they're still
Oh.
buying it.
We got 2,000 needed to get that. Do we still get it?
Yeah. Oh, well, you're asking. Yeah.
I'm like, so Aiden spent 8,000 on the ring, or just in total?
I had 6,000 on me.
So that's going to the ring. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So that takes that much from me. All right. Enjoy Sword being happy.
Also
And
get
what about the
Paid the
rope?
other half of it.
So did we get the rope?
That's up to you.
Basically, you're saying you don't have the money to get it at this point.
Right. All right, I guess we're not getting the rope then.
right.
Bree's like, disgusting rope. It's not a book.
Keep in mind, you also get like psychic resistance with that ring too.
Oh, do
Oh.
you? Okay.
I think
Okay.
so.
Immune to magic as well as other creatures of your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or your creature type. Only telepathically communicates with you if you allow it. You can make the ring invisible. I don't see anything in here about sight.
Oh, I might be thinking of a different item. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Alabaster rings give you psychic resistance. Make it a new slogan.
All right. Okay. Well, there you go. You have to spend an hour on it, but
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're gonna do it really quick.
Yeah, and then after that's when she's gonna cast raries on us.
okay. Didn't you say you did it inside the?
No, I said when we went to our little cabin.
Okay. All right.
No, the one we used to
Yeah.
live in.
All right. Yeah, sure. You notice it's like not even there anymore.
Oh,
They have taken out a lot of the cabins.
Hmm.
all right. Well, I guess out in the open then.
to Gunther's ruins.
Is that even there?
It was made out of stone. It better be.
You notice most of the docks, the stuff on the docks is still standing there. Most of it is still in a heap, but yeah, Gunther's shop. I guess it could still be a shelter somewhat. It's not very warm in here, but it's there's a bunch of holes in the walls and ceiling. But
All right. Well, it's only gonna take 10 minutes to do this, so
I mean, an hour.
right.
yeah. Okay. Why don't you roll d6s for me?
Hmm. Don't like that. 3.
6.
One.
Re-roll it, Quill. Re-roll it. I'm not messing with this crap today.
I'm gonna roll another one. Oh, a 5.
Okay. All right. Okay, you take off the attunement of whatever else you had and put on this ring that just puts this secure invisible force just around your head. It's not anything malleable, but it's just this. You just feel protected.
And meanwhile, there goes the crossbow infusion.
Okay. So after an hour of getting a feel for this ring, sitting in the remains of your father's old shop, what do you do?
It's time to
Go do what we came here to do.
I'm just gonna make that ring invisible first.
I hope the 6 helps us here.
Where are you going?
Visit Apollo.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way to that center building, you notice, well, most of the little cabins are missing. This one, the main one where Apollo and Hela were usually, looks way more fortified, and there is an entourage of guard going around. But you walk up, you notice a familiar-looking Flareon standing at the side of the door, and she says, "Oh, hi, Sabrina."
Hi, Jameson. Can we talk to Apollo?
Oh, certainly. He's really busy right now. The commander of the Hallowed Flames is in there, and Ela's in there.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah.
important people here
Juicy.
today.
Yeah, a lot of important people, Sabrina. Would be a shame if anything bad happened.
Yeah, it would.
I'll let you in.
Thank
And
you.
Jameson opens the door. We have visitors, Commander Apollo. As you see Brunhilde and Ela and Apollo in the room around the map. And as you were walking in, you heard Brunhilde not angry or but more irritated, and says, "We need to attack that gate. I don't care what this queen is up to. She's just gonna pull another ruse if we go after." And then she sees you.
Hello.
Hey.
We have more news to share.
Ela says, "Oh, Aiden, you certainly look different."
And I'm... Well, not yet.
It's been an eventful few days.
I can see that. You must have been through a harrowing experience to your evolution to trigger. And congratulations, Aiden. Your father would be proud.
Thank you.
What are you
All right.
four doing here?
Well,
remember when we decided to go and after, well, the queen, the dragon queen.
Ah, yes. You never followed up on that. We were gonna send an entourage with you. Are you still
Yeah.
going?
Yes. Well, what we found out was, well, pretty much what Brunhilde said. It was a ruse. The entrance that we thought we found was guarded. When we investigated it to make sure we knew what we were up against and what's essentially the lay of the land, so we could help you choose who to send, we found out that the dragon was not at that location. She was elsewhere. And wouldn't we find, and it was curious because we figured that there was someone else working with her to try to lure us that direction. And then he's going to subtle cast detect thoughts on Apollo.
All right. So this is one of those things where you can change it. You can change where it goes during the 1 minute you have it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're focusing on Apollo right now.
Yeah.
You hear. Well, get on with it. What did you find?
And we found that there was an accomplice with her inside of Caldir, which is why the attack was able to be orchestrated so successfully. And this person was a sorcerer of some kind, able to use a peculiar pact of magic. For those of you who were here when Caldir was attacked, you will remember that the dragon first came, when it first came by, it was perfectly fine, but we killed it. Brunhilde, you came there later and you dispatched its remains. There was no body. Is that correct?
That is correct. I gave you an earful, but we made sure nothing, that dragon didn't remain, and anything, it's the lair it dwelled in, we took it all down.
So it's curious that it was able to somehow return if there was no body for it to be revived with.
And
But
you sense annoyance in Apollo's thoughts when she mentions she burned it down. She ruined the lair.
and but the only way for that to have been done was with illusion magic. When we shot at it, we found elements of glass found with it, typically used in illusion magic, which meant someone was here when the dragon first attacked and used it as a ruse to bring someone else here.
I think you're having... I don't think you're remembering it correctly. That dragon was not an illusion. It did a lot of damage to the infrastructure before I arrived here.
Yes, you and your 7 sorcerers. Would you like to ask if you came alone under a zone of truth?
You should probably be reading her mind for this, Seb, if you're not already.
She's saying that through the link, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I
This is the
think?
whole...
You were accusing me of being responsible for that attack?
At this point, Bree's gonna pull out her spellbook and start casting a ritual.
Don't ritual cast it.
Okay, fine.
Wait,
Full cast.
when you pull out your book, she says, everyone's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
She
We-
says, "Oh, I'm just checking something," and then puts her book away.
There is a spell that will let us know whether or not it is true. It's a spell that makes it so when you ask someone about a certain event, if they were the culprit, then anyone caught in the crossfire will be able to testify against it, more or less as a spirit form afterwards, but nothing true. And if this is not the case, then nothing will happen. It will confirm our suspicions one way or another. It'll either clear your name and we can continue as planned, or the truth will be shown.
Brunhilde pipes in and says, that sword Aiden is holding is the Holy Avenger. It's a sacred relic to the Hallowed Flames. It's a sword of absolute truth.
Yes, if you want, I could say this under its influence. But it will concur with us that this spell cannot do a lie.
Well, Ela pipes up and kind of crossing her arms, saying, well then, why don't you answer a sword under the sword scrutiny first?
You mean a question?
Yes.
And Sinbad is like, all right.
Yeah.
And that question is, did you work with the Queen?
And Sinbad's going to say, we killed Queen Belladonna.
No, I don't know who this Belladonna is. I'm wondering. That's
Wait,
when
has
that's
been cast already.
No, not yet.
Because he said he would answer under the zone of truth. So I thought we were already under it.
No. Brunhilde is just pointing that out, but she just made a blatant lie because the sword of the Holy Avenger saw the battle and knows she was there, so it's going to activate now by itself.
I didn't do that.
This aura you're feeling is the zone of truth, gentlemen, ladies. I would advise you subjugate yourself to it so we can sort out this mess. And Brunhilde willingly fails the save.
Yeah.
Bree will too.
Yeah, Aiden's gonna. I mean, there's no way he can even pass it.
Yeah.
But the big question is,
I should point out, I mean, Brunhilde, you already know this. The sword has a mind of its own, and
yes,
it only really ever does that on its own if it knows someone's lying.
Well, I haven't had a chance to wield the sword, so I wouldn't know that. I just know the legend of the sword.
It's true, it only does this when someone lies in its presence. It really doesn't like lies.
But I know that Aiden here is compelled to tell the truth as well. And he will know if someone does not subjugate themselves to it.
Yeah.
Knowing that, everyone fails it.
Yeah.
So, I'll answer it, as long as you're not spies for the Queen. Did you work with the Queen of Thieves, or not? I think Aiden here should answer that question if he is compelled to tell the truth.
And he's going to hear in his head, just tell her that we did not work with Queen Belladonna.
He's gonna respond back.
She was very specific about Queen Belladonna.
And
Bree's going to speak up and say, well, that's kind of a loaded question because we kind of had to work with the Queen before when Apollo sent us there.
This is true. I did send them to go work with them. But all things considered, it seems like she went back on that deal.
Well, that's not entirely true. The Queen is... Brunhilde, you'll know this. We went by and told you about it, but we don't believe that the Queen was the Queen prior to this whole Calder being attacked incident was the same as Queen Belladonna.
They did tell me this, yes. I didn't know what they're talking about, but they seem to have come up with some theories after that.
You see, we met the Queen, the one that Ela is here to try to get rid of, and she would not have attacked Calder like that. There was no reason for her to. In fact, it would be actively detrimental to her cause to attack Calder like this. You see, Calder was the source of all of her thieves. If she'd attacked Calder, she'd have no source of thieves and no one to continue trying to take over this continent with. So why would someone as cunning and conniving as her attack Calder and cut off her only source of more reinforcements?
Since Sinbad has been doing a majority of the talking, I'll let him do a persuasion through that with advantage.
okay.
All right. Well, good news is that I have plus 10, so it's 19.
Whew.
And Aiden could still flash it if it's not enough.
I mean, you have a bunch of them. You might as well.
Yeah, I have to get all of them back, so I'll turn that into 23.
All right. Considering what she was doing, what happened to Calder? There was a lot of wealth and items lost alongside the lives. So it still fits in her MO, if I'm being perfectly honest, but I see your point.
The thing is, it also fits in the modus operandi of a dragon. Perhaps even more so. Dragons love wealth. They will accrue as much of it as they can just to have it.
Speaking of which, Aiden still has the art pieces in his backpack.
So, what are you for trying to suggest? You trying to suggest I was working with it?
Yes.
Were you working with Queen Belladonna while working with the Expedition Society as a double agent? And if you won't answer, our spell will. It cannot tell a lie. If you hurt people in this event, it will know and it will display it.
Go with the spell. Your detect thoughts is over, by the way. Sinbad.
All right,
Was there anything in that kind of time frame you wish to know during a certain thing was said?
Pretty much the entire time he was trying to see if we were slowly gaining Apollo's favor or not. That was his whole goal, is to convince Apollo.
He seems to be. It seems like he just doesn't want to kick you out right now. He's intrigued of what this is all about.
All right, I will refresh it for another minute.
All right.
All right.
Bree takes out her spellbook and casts Vengeful Accusers on Ela.
All right. She has to make a saving throw, right?
A wisdom save.
That would be a 14, so she fails.
Yep.
Okay, there's some other parts to this spell.
All right. She points at Ela and she says,
You were working with Queen Belladonna and assisted in... No, wait.
It has to be a crime you have to accuse her of.
crime.
You were complicit in the deaths of all of the Pokemon in Calder.
All right. So, the whole room. So what's the crime? Like, it's like theft, murder. That's kind of what it's looking for.
She's gonna go with murder because lives are more valuable than money.
Okay.
I think it's not even just murder. This is like you go into manslaughter.
I just want to point out, we're going to be seeing Gunther here.
Yes, maybe. Yes, the whole room is filled with kind of. If you watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame, where Judge Frollo's like, it's not my fault, I'm not the one to blame, and kind of those like hooded figures are all just like judging him in this in these pews and whatnot. That's kind of what you're getting. You're just getting these Pokemon wearing these black hoods, all staring at her.
Apollo and Brunhilde, if you want to further confirm suspicions, you can find someone you know in this group that you know how they died. and they will attest to what happened and where.
All right. So there are several here. So
Yeah, it's just like pick one. I would, if possible, choose one that only you saw, to further testify of the truth of this spell.
is this enchantment? Brunhild asks.
Enchantment? No, it's not enchantment.
Because that would defy the edicts if you were to do this. If
No,
it
it's
were
not an enchantment.
Then I see no reason not to go along with this. All right, so Apollo just kind of looks at all these like ghostly figures all around him, and he picks one. He picks a Nicket. What am I supposed to do here?
Just ask it to give testimony.
Give me a testimony on what happened.
Yeah. So
And
that
now
is
G has
still
to make-
reading his mind here, so.
So he has to make a charisma saving throw. She passed. She got 21. So it just poofs.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. You can pass the saves on this.
Ask
Okay.
another one.
He turns over to a Chansey. I got a nat 20.
I'm like,
Yeah. While this is going on, Aiden's going to be searching this crowd, looking to see if he can
I
spot.
don't. Can I lucky those? I don't think I can.
No.
It's only things against me.
Is there a limited number of them? No, it's just there'd be a lot of them. Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
so-
Only 3 can testify before it.
oh,
ends.
I
don't know
I
if
just got it too. Okay.
Okay. If the target makes 3 consecutive successful charisma saves, there are no constructs left to spell ends.
Yeah, okay. So this last one is Gunther, actually. And he says she sent several of thieves after appropriating the regime of the previous queen and sent multiple bandits, brigands to Calder to frame the queen in an effort to... And that's when she starts to try and run.
All right. This is not concentration, so Sabrina's going to cast Wall of Force around her.
Okay, we're gonna go into initiative. We're gonna theater of mind this, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
$19.
She
Can
got
I roll?
12. She got a 12. Yeah, you can all roll.
21.
All right, we're gonna go on the owl bear link. Just we're theater of minding this, but we're gonna plug in the initiatives here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll...
Oh, they changed this.
Yeah, I know, it's so annoying. Here, I'll make a... Why is there no grid? Oh, there it is. It's just...
It's white on white.
Yeah.
You can change the color, luckily. So.
Yeah. Here, we'll make this a... Is there a brown? Yeah. We'll just make a very simple cabin here. A little happy cabin. Yeah, just a little happy cabin in the middle of the woods here. There's the...
Might be worth also changing the grid lines over in the bottom right.
Yeah. Boom. All right. I'll put you guys here. Could set this up really fast. Where'd you want Sigurd? You can. The door is right here.
Are there any windows on this building? Because we would have guarded. We would have been in front of the door. So if there were any windows, we would have told them to position outside of one of them.
Okay. There are a few. They all have curtains on them, but there's one there. There is a somewhat large one right here, 2 right there, and 2 right here.
Instinct is going to be to run away from a threat, so we're going to position him opposite us.
All right.
I like how small Sabrina is compared to everyone. It's accurate now.
I'm going to... I really should have prepared this beforehand.
It's fine.
Don't worry, I'll get it all set up. Don't worry.
It has to be 3 in a row. Interesting.
Where are you? There you are. Okay. So you can put everyone in initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, they changed it.
There it
You gotta
is.
click the 3 dots.
Oh, Apollo got a net 1. I only got an 8. I'll show it. Don't worry, chat. I'll show you. Don't worry. I'm just... I'm working here. I'm working here.
Working here.
All right. Here you go. All right. All right. Everyone's in?
Well, technically we need to get Sigurd in there.
Oh, okay. I'll roll him.
Okay.
He got a 3. I don't know what his dex modifier is, but that probably won't help him any.
Yeah.
Okay. Sinbad, you see Ela making a run for it. Sabrina's preparing to cast a spell. What do you want to do?
Oh, he's muted.
Bad time to mute Sib.
No.
Oh, lol. I was wondering why no one was saying things. Oh man, I need to keep that going though. I'm going to cast Bestow Curse on her. Well, that might be bad in front of Brunhilde. I don't have much in the way of dealing with this. I'll try to goad her more towards Sigurd, so I'm gonna position myself here and use Shocking Grasp.
All right. Make an attack roll. Or, yeah, make an attack roll. She's not wearing metal.
All right. 28. I almost crit her.
That hits.
The main thing I was doing here was to remove her reaction.
Okay.
Let's see. This does 2d8. $15 damage.
Ouch. Cries out in pain as he
Makes the
Taser.
chicken sound.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Sabrina.
All right. She kind of backs up and she's going to cast Wall of Force, hopefully to just, let's see. First time using the spell, woo.
Make like a blue box or something.
Yeah. Hemispherical dome or a sphere of a radius up to 10 feet. And I'm going to put her in a bubble. So let's see if I can position that right. Yeah, like that.
All right. So she is going to run and smack into a wall. They're lying. They're lying.
It's a zone of truth, Ela. We can't lie. And
Technically,
as
she
we
can't
said,
either.
this spell can only tell the truth. And I just said that under a zone of truth.
She's just trying to desperately get out now.
Bree just kind of walks up to the glass and says, "Oh, and by the way, Belladonna's dead."
When we suspected Ela was working with Belladonna and trying to goad us into a sneak attack, we decided to go find out her true location and took her out ourselves. But we knew that we would have to confront Ela back here, so that's why we were not as forthcoming about when we were going to visit.
I'll let you take your turn, Aiden.
Okay. She's inside this.
Yeah,
wall, of
she's
course,
like desperately trying to get out.
He just walks forward after just looking at the specter of Gunther. Ela, we know everything at this point. And more importantly, the way that you, well, Sinbad, I mean, I've seen the way that you've kind of acted around her. Ela, you were trying to lie your way and get me to work with you, and you're responsible for my dad's dead.
She growls and say, you could tell it's that same situation as with that bandit where she's trying to say something but she can't due to the sword.
He's probably going to just draw Holy Avenger and like stick it to the floor, just making it clear that he knows the zone of truth there and that she can't speak.
Aiden, I did this to get rid of her.
By killing most of Calder. By killing Dad.
By betraying Apollo and the Hallowed Flames. By betraying everyone that you came here to help.
Well, you see, I'm not the one who did it. Yeah, I didn't do it.
You had 7 Litwick that were under your thumb to do it, yes. They conjured up the dragon. They did the real damage with it, all under the guise of invisibility.
I didn't kill anyone, though. I didn't kill Calder.
Okay. But you willingly let them. So you knew.
Why couldn't you just keep your mouth shut?
I looked up to you for so long. And you were willing to throw away all of the Pokemon in Calder for one reason alone. One Pokemon was worth killing how many?
And Sabrina just kind of gestures to all of the illusions still floating in the room.
Yeah. She goes down like she's pounding futilely on the side of the wall of force, and she just kind of crumples down and she just starts weeping. Why don't you let it? Commander
What is Apollo thinking of all this? Because I haven't been reading his mind this whole time.
Yeah, this whole time. Well, it took place in the course of 6 seconds right now, but he's bewildered. He's he seems convinced. That is when Brunhilde says, Commander Apollo, why don't you let me take this from here? And Ela's prone on the ground right now.
All right.
And
Brunhilde basically looks like she's gonna apprehend her, right?
it looks like she's gonna subdue her.
All right. Bree's gonna look at Brunhilde and say, "Are you ready?"
She nods at you.
All right. Sabrina drops the wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna unload 2 attacks of Divine Smite.
Oh my gosh.
Let me roll on here. So that'll be... she also says for you guys to help too, because she's probably not going to do it in one hit. So anyone who goes after her but before Ela, then you could ready an action as well. She wants to take her alive though.
All right. That's pretty much just Aiden, I think.
Yeah.
No, I was the turn before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's Sabrina. And
It would
Sid
just
then.
be Sigurd. He's
Yeah.
still waiting.
Yeah. Yeah. They were supposed to. They were supposed to lead her out here. That's what Sigurd says to himself. But yeah. Is anyone else ready in action?
Yeah, if you'll
Yeah,
let
I
us.
could've-
Yeah, if we can queue it up.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
If I had realized we were going to be doing this, I probably would have readied an action.
What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, I can't.
The only non-AoE spell I have is Psychic Lance, and that's an enchantment spell.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
Can you upcast cantrips?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that bestow curse is necromancy, so I don't dare do that one.
It just
But it
wants
would
you
be
to do
fun.
damage.
Yeah, just second level chromatic herb will do the trick.
Okay.
All right,
So
Sabrina will firebolt.
yeah. So Brunhilde did 38 damage. You just need to do a little bit more.
I'm like, Sinbad will probably do it.
All right.
14. No, he won't.
It would be with disadvantage too, because she's prone. Sabrina, what do you do?
Toll the Dead.
Okay. Got a 3!
Excellent. Okay, 2d12.
Yeah,
12.
that's enough. All you needed was like 4 more. The divine smitings were just a little short. Alright, yeah, she goes down unconscious. Take her out of here. As the door opens, you see Jameson poke in and say, "Oh, wowie, what happened in there?"
We exposed the plotter.
As the room has all of the people of Calder still in there,
Yeah.
including the freaking Ditto.
Well, I think this is above my pay grade, so I'll just continue watching the door, Commander Apollo. Yes, do that, Jameson. And Brunhilde shackles up Ela and takes her out. If you want to, we can perhaps talk later, you four.
Yes.
Yeah. And she leaves the room with Ela in tow.
All right. Can I just get rid of this with no, I guess they're just stuck there.
My
What?
gosh.
I was checking to see if I could just dismiss the illusions, but I guess they're still there.
Yeah, they're gonna be there for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Do these things go away?
Eventually, yes. It'll be about an hour.
Well, I wasn't expecting something like that to happen today.
This continent's full of surprises. You never know what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis.
I can't believe I almost went along with her.
Well, she had help from a dragon.
Are there any more of these dragons?
That was the last one, at least that we know of.
Well, where does this leave us?
Well, there's the gate.
I can see why she was avoiding this so feverishly now.
Sabrina nods.
So, with the Calder killer out of the way, would you be willing to lend your support to the gate?
Did the Queen have anything to do with... Which Queen is which here? I've lost track.
Okay, so...
Queen Belladonna is the dragon. And the one she usurped, it was, I guess, the Queen of Thieves, as Ela put it.
And was this Queen of Thieves the one that we have been is the one we've been dealing with, one that has been mugging my expedition society members since day one here?
Yes, but the blatant attacks and increased aggressiveness is the work of Belladonna.
From what the Queen of Thieves told us when you had us meet with her, she actually keeps her thieves more or less on a leash as much as she can. She only lets them do that to keep them satisfied.
Well, nonetheless, I still don't like her presence here.
Understandably so.
Yeah, she's tricksy, and she's after that wish, but that's more reason we need to press the gate. We have to get, well, someone has to get the next artifact before she does.
And do we have a guarantee she's not going to interfere with the plan at the gate? We already know Abolition is trying something. Is she going to try something as well?
She
Quite
won't.
And you know this for a fact.
That's the deal we first made with her when you sent us there. We took out her champion, and she gave us a favor, and that favor was to leave the gate operation alone.
That's true. I forgot all about that, considering all that's happened since then. And you think this queen will honor that?
I believe so. If she wants, it lines up with what she wants, and she has yet to fail to fulfill a promise. She will certainly try to get through the gate after we capture it, but she will not prevent us from taking it.
Captain Brunhilde was here to try and convince me to reconsider our plans assaulting the ruins and to aid the hallowed flames on the assault on the gate. After what I have witnessed and what you have told me, perhaps that is the right course of action. But I have been disappointed in trusting you before. In the past, should I say.
Yes.
And I hope I am not making a mistake when I trust you on this and we help them.
I hope not either. What I want is for everyone to get out of there alive.
But that does not mean I am going to cease my operations on trying to put an end to this bandit queen.
Oh, by all means.
Understandable. Again, we want to take the gate so she can't get through it, or at least make it more difficult for her. I'm sure she'll find a way, but hopefully if we take the gate, we'll have the initiative. We can go first to find that last artifact.
Because just because Ela was uncovered as the mastermind or whatever of this Queen Belladonna who attacked Calder, that queen is still a criminal, and criminals need to be put to justice.
Sabrina nods.
So, I believe I will be in talks with Captain Uriel and Captain Brunhilde on mobilizing what remains of the Expedition Society's best to press the gate.
Thank you, Apollo.
Very well. Don't let me down. Is there anything else you need from me?
Sabrina's gonna say in their head, the other guys' heads,
Should we leave him with parting gifts? Maybe the art pieces we fit. Well, Pandora wouldn't like us giving them away, but you've got a few of them, right, Aiden?
I don't think I ever put them with the rest. Do you want to hand those over?
A few of them, at least.
so which ones do you have on you? If you have a 2,500 painting, then give one of those to him.
Yeah, I don't know if those are from Havergal or not, though. Those would be the ones he's interested in.
Okay, well, never mind then.
I guess Sinbad will give him the Havergal cloak that he's been keeping on hand for some time.
Right. There's nothing special
And
about that. It was
there's
just
nothing special about it. It's just one that he had on hand. He's like, well, it's not much, but I understand that anything might help you understand the culture of this place.
I'm just looking through because we didn't mark any of this stuff.
We don't know what these paintings look like, no.
yeah.
Again, I imagine we would know if it was from Havergal, though.
Roll a D100 for me.
All right, I'll do that. 45.
Yeah, none of these look like they're from, like, no indication the art pieces are from there.
Oh well.
Dang.
Yeah, well, we gave away the Havergal cloak at least.
And is this a peace offering? What is this for?
More or less.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, that's really all we came here to do.
Okay. Well, good job.
Thank you.
You got the blueprints, and you've prevented me from making a mistake. So I'll give that to you. How long are these things going to be here, by the way? Again,
I'd guess about 50 more minutes.
I think I'm going to take a walk.
All right.
Yeah, I think we will too.
Well, we're going to be mobilizing because we are joining. We should be all and ready in 6 days. If you want to join, come to some post the Hallowed Flames appropriated. You're going to have to ask Brunhilde about that.
I think they mean the igloos, but I could be wrong.
Well, we know where she's in town still, so let's just go make sure we've got all the details correct.
Yeah. All right. So he escorts you out.
Okay.
Jameson is kind of doing a very uncharacteristically sinister smile.
Okay.
Yeah. As where do you go from here?
Find Brunhilde and make sure we've got all of the information correct of when we need to be there, etc.
Okay, she has to process Ela and dump her off in a cell, but
Okay.
It takes a few hours, but eventually get a hold of her. You're certainly lucky I was there when you decided to do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it was fortuitous, especially with the dragon. You were the only one who technically saw the body being destroyed.
Are there any more of these dragons?
No.
To our knowledge, no.
Okay. Now, would the Holy Avenger think that's a lie? Because he knows there's more dragons. I'll say
in context, these are dragon echoes, which we're referring to, so we're not really lying
Okay.
within our own context.
Well, I thought it was chromatic.
I'll give that to you. But all right. Well, I am lucky you're lucky I was there, but I'm lucky you came along too, because this little incident is probably enough to convince Apollo not to go on a wild goose chase.
He said as much.
He did?
Yes.
At least
Oh.
negate.
Thank the flame. Wow.
Yes, so just to make sure we've got everything right, at the igloos in 6 days.
Yeah, in about 6 or 7 days, that should be enough time for them to get their best over there, and we can plan how we wish to attack it. They say they have blueprints too.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
well,
You can count on us to be there.
all right. I look forward to fighting alongside you.
Likewise.
Yeah, though, do keep your eyes on Ela, even though she's twisted and rotten. She definitely had some reason to do what she did that we don't know. Something we might want to know about the true Queen of Thieves.
We will interrogate her and try to get as much as we can out of her. That's when you
I'll keep
see Apollo coming in a hurry. Wait. You four, I just remembered. You say Ela was conspiring all this, right?
Yes?
Yeah.
She did something a few days after she came. She sent a very large crate to the mainland.
What?
Great.
I don't know what was... There was nothing alive inside. It seemed like it was just gold or something. But she sent a crate to the mainland. This was like a few weeks ago.
Oh no.
That probably.
I think it's a
wasn't gold.
bomb. When we
Bomb?
killed Belladonna, the last thing she said is that she would make her wrath known to everyone.
Wait, no, it probably isn't a bomb. It's probably meteorite.
Isn't that the same thing?
You have to find where that crate went.
Well, how? We're stuck here on the ice continent.
You have to know someone, Apollo. You're with the Expedition Society. I can try and get word out. I don't know where she sent it.
I know that you don't like this, Brunhilde, but I only know of one way to get to the air continent quickly, although I don't know where. No, I can't. We don't know where they are. Do you know where Estelle the Natu went? I know that the storekeep, like, she worked with them from the MDRA. You know how they have a store set up here?
Who's Estelle?
I guess she went back after the chaos. She worked.
Yeah,
at the store.
I don't think Estelle's a good person to contact about this.
Anyway, I think the fastest way I can think of back is potentially the MDRA. They have a spell that can let you travel vast distances, but you have to know where you're going, which I don't.
The MDRA aren't stationed here. They're only selling.
Right. I mean, on the air continent. If we could use that spell here, we could get to the air continent before the package ever arrived.
We still have work to do here, Seb. Here, Apollo, this is what I can do. If you know of someone on the air continent and you can describe that person in enough detail to me, I can send them a message and warn them that this package is coming.
The thing is, I don't know where it went. I don't know where she was sending it to.
Is Revery's bond still active?
Yes.
Yes.
And you hear in your head, do not let them know that the MDRA are here, Sib.
And he's going to say, we're going to have to go tell Mom and Dad.
They're not going to listen to us, and you know that. They might not even speak to us.
It's the only chance to save those lives, Sabrina.
Brunhilde says, if she sent meteors there, this is a very critical matter.
Just think it's meteor anyway. I mean, we know the dragon was very into illusions.
It was potentially created by them. Or, again, it could have attempted to shield the true identity of what's in there. It could have seemed non-living, but it could have been dormant.
Okay,
I
I hate to do this, but we have to focus on the gate, and then we can deal with this.
Agreed.
You contact the academy on the mainland. You make sure that whatever's in that crate does not fall in their hands. You hear me, Apollo? He nods. Okay. We'll try to get whatever we can out of her. We'll try and find out what she sent. And we can work from there.
Well, we do know someone who might be able to help with something like this if it's magic related. Well, we know two someones.
What do
I
you mean?
don't know how. Our parents. Our mom and dad, well, they work with. They're kind of like freelance magic workers. They go into, help with magic stuff. Maybe they'll help with this. I don't know if they would. We're kind of in a rough spot in our relationship with them, but if there's anyone who could help out with something magical in nature like what we're dealing with, then it's them.
Just Apollo, you have the best connection to the outside world with the Nexus. So try to contact these two's parents, anyone you can. Just try to locate. We don't need meteors on outside this continent. This is exactly why we want to destroy them all.
Sabrina doesn't say anything.
I'll say it be done, and I'll make preparations for the gate. And Apollo does kind of a nod to you all, and he hurries back to his. He hurries back.
Except let mom and dad know that they should be potentially expecting contact from the Expedition Society. Let them know that lives are on the line.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll just do that later because there are shards inside of the slate.
Right.
He doesn't want to whip that out in front of her.
Wise choice. All right. What do you want to do from here? Brunhilde seems to be in kind of anxiety mode right now.
Right.
Well, we're gonna go see if we can send off some contact our way to the mainland and prepare for the gate as well.
We still have to also get the armor done and figure out where the heck Hazelth is.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of preparing for the gate.
Yeah.
Before we leave, Sabrina's going to well, once we depart from Brunhilde, Sabrina's going to put locate creature in her meteor focus and search for what are they called? The wormlings, I think they're called, the smallest form of dragons.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Where are you doing this?
In Calders, pretty much. Probably closer to the center, or to the far side of town that's closer to the center of the continent to get more area.
That would be close to the Hallowed Flames camp.
I don't like that idea.
I want to point out there's a meteor sticking out of that thing too.
Yeah, I know. Can she tie her bow around the meteor to hide it?
You can try.
I'm like, I got a better thing. I'll just minor illusion to make it look like a normal focus.
Can we just go to Gunther's and do that there?
Yeah, let's just go to Gunther's.
All right, so it would be right there.
Ugh. All right.
All right, do an Arcana roll if you're going to use locate creature.
All right. All right. I've got advantage on these. 24.
You do not sense anything of the sort in kind of a honeycomb shape around you.
Okay.
Well, she's not here near here, guys. You ready to head home? Or do you
Yeah.
want to go you know where to talk with you know who?
I mean, we can, but don't you only have 2 of those?
Well, yeah, we just used Alabaster's place.
No, I mean, you only have 2 5th level circle spells, which means that we'd be staying there.
I only used one to get here. Oh, wait, you're right.
And I don't think we have the time to spend waiting. I don't know,
Hang
Aiden,
on,
do
let
you...
me check something. Let me check something. I have a wizard thing.
I don't think it can
Arcane
recover that
recovery.
much.
You have learned once per day when you finish short rest. You can choose to expend spell slot. Choose expended spell slots to recover. Can have a combined level that is equal or less than half of your wizard level rounded up, so she can recover a level 5 spell slot.
Oh, wow.
What are you using?
Arcane
Arcane
recovery.
recovery.
So
Okay.
we're gonna take a short rest and we can.
So we can go and teleport to the MDRA and then back home.
Oh, you have enough spell slots for all that?
With Arcane Recovery, yes.
Yeah, because we can just use Alabaster's place to go to MDRA HQ.
Okay, yes. All right. So it's the deals are still on. He's still trying to sell you on his the rope of entanglement and the staff and everything.
Yeah.
But you probably decline.
Yeah.
And he rolls his eyes and he prepares a teleportation to MDR HQ.
Well, we
All right.
rolling his eyes. We spent even more money buying
Yeah.
the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought the most
But he wants
expensive-
more. He wants even more. Okay, and you. This isn't the Sabrina teleport. This is the really just awkward,
The jank one.
getting ripped apart one and reformed. As you end up in the MDRA's stronghold.
The spaghetti man, as Sinbad says, cracking his neck, are more preferable somehow.
Okay.
Sabrina's gonna look around for Professor Waffles.
You look around. There's like so many mages here now. It's like it's a totally different place now. It doesn't look like this exquisite ice castle anymore, but it just now looks like a sterile laboratory. As you see, the Shallows makes eye contact with you while talking to another mage, and she regards you as, I got your message, Sinbad.
All right, very good. Well, then you know why we're here.
Yeah. So, how did it go? What happened?
Well, we killed her, and we took her research, and this is all that's left.
And Sabrina's gonna take out the research and hand it to her.
Oh, this is certainly her penmanship. Well, you didn't get anything else?
Not really,
He
no.
just shrugs. He's like, "That was it."
Well, a shame, but I suppose our that debt is repaid. This will make Professor Takis happy. Well, was there anything else we needed from you? Oh yes, yes. We on the grapevine, we hear the Hallowed Flames is attempting a attack on the gate, and it's actually advantageous if they actually go through. Are you helping with that?
We might
Do you
be.
want us to work with them to get through?
Certainly, yes. If they're useful if you can aim them in the right direction.
Or certainly spread fast.
Yeah. Well, we've caught wind of this for a long time. We've heard, if you remember correctly, we had an alliance going with Abolition. They've gone kind of radio silent recently. We don't know why, but they informed us there was a plan with the Expedition Society and the Hallowed Flames and getting past a gate. And that will allow us easier access to the tower.
I believe the Hallowed Flames don't want anyone getting past the gate at all. That's probably why they haven't been talking to you.
Well, we haven't been talking to the Hallowed Flames at all.
No. I mean Abolition, my mistake. Abolition doesn't want anyone going past.
Oh, well, you need not worry about them. But once you're across, if you help them and you succeed, we'd like you to mount the expedition in the tower.
Well, that is somewhere that I do want to get very badly.
Of course, to enter the tower, you are in need of you're in need of an academy looplet.
Really?
That's the only way you're allowed to enter. So, we had prepared for you two, and hey, get over here. Professor...
Oh, no.
Professor... Professor Cobble, over here. As this Noctowl flies over, holding 2 boxes in his talons. These are for you two.
Oh.
She takes it and looks at it.
You're just giving these to us?
Well, that's the only way you're going to be able to enter the tower when the time comes.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
And all we ask in return is you bring back the Staff of Power that's in the tower.
I see.
I don't know. My focus is on ending the curse.
And this will bring us a step closer. Once we have access to that tower, we're going to be closer to the meteor. And thus, we'll maybe have resources to end the curse. Trust me, we don't want this curse going... We're unable to use fire magic. I am. I miss it, so... I cannot cast a simple produce flames. Well, you two can.
Well... I wanted that staff.
Well, that's the Academy's property, Sabrina.
Alright.
I'll consider it, but hold on to it for now. Like I said, I think I might just want to make a dash for where I think the root cause is first. I'd rather end the curse first.
Then she kind of signals Professor Cobble to fine, okay, we'll hold the spell storing rings. But we'd like you to mount this expedition if you
Yeah, first let's see if we're successful at the gate.
Okay, very well.
Right, if things go pear-shaped at the gate, you probably don't want to lose those things just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Much less with the you-know-who right next to us.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll get back to you on that request.
Okay, then. Thank you for the progress on, or the results of hunting down that Maleficent.
You're welcome.
We better restock on potions while we're here, though.
Okay. Charles is open. So you see
Yeah.
a little bit of an explosion come from his little shack.
Experiment going improperly, Charles?
Oh yeah, certainly. I think I really got the hang of it actually. It's just it's really just a color coded thing, except when it's not. But most of the time, it's mix the red one with the red one and the blue one with the blue one, etc., etc.
They're giving you enough supplies to run your experiments, right?
Oh well, I'm not doing experiments. I'm just brewing them.
I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you got?
Well, if you open the potion shop, is there anything you want?
Let's see here.
I'm like, actually, I suppose I
Is this the
could.
discounted price, or is this the...
This will be 25% off.
Yeah. I mean, I think we need to go and restock on, like, health potions. That's why I was doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we're low on those. We might just want to fast forward through this, though. Because I
Okay.
think
Yeah,
it's
do it
gonna be
after.
better
Well-
off stream.
I'll have to roll to see what he had, like the amount he has, so you can't just
Yeah.
like buy a million superior healing potions. You know what I mean?
I don't even have
Right.
enough to do that. I could buy like one.
Okay, but yeah, we'll assume you shopped and you got some stuff.
All right. And then I think we're just going to head home.
All right. You're teleporting?
Yep.
Okay. You're back in the fort about midday. You notice Jameson and Izak are going out to hunt and gather food. As they go, he's like, "You did good last time, but I need to double check just to make sure you can do it twice." Yeah, I can. Of course, I can do it twice. I can do it twice. I can do it 3 times if I wanted to, even 4. You just kind of hear them butter as they leave.
Sabrina kind of gives it a soft smile, and then she looks at Sib and says, "All right, Mom and Dad."
Right. What do I say? Something was shipped to the mainland from the ice continent. Something dangerous. We need you to intercept it. Something like that.
Let them know that the Expedition Society will probably contact them,
All right, fair
and that
enough.
lives are on the line.
Don't you want to let them know exactly what it might be?
We only have 26 words. I mean, that one word does a lot, but there's only so much it can do, Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden. I know that the one word is a lot, but we gotta wait for the 14 model for that. The 27th word will make the difference.
Really doesn't make a difference.
Let's see.
If they want more information, they can request the whole scrying setup that we had before. I don't anticipate they will, but there's the option there. I need to go talk to Grimoire.
Probably not going to be able to get much work done on the armor in the meanwhile.
Just get as much done as you can. Every little bit counts.
Yeah.
We've got 6 days.
Maybe the observer will know what's in the box.
Do you guys think those vectors of all the Pokemon were actually them?
Well, it's an illusion spell, so chances are probably not.
I mean, I don't know. Is it possible that they can have eggs?
Wait, what?
What?
I mean, Pokemon come from eggs. They are kind of like Pokemon.
That's not what I...
That's not what he's asking. You're asking about the spell that I cast,
shipment.
right?
No, I'm talking about the shipment. The illusion spell could make any attempt to look through it completely different, you know.
I was talking about the specters with Ela.
Yeah,
I know.
completely different page.
I'm
than-
sorry, I'm in between texting here. My mind is one conversation behind.
Are you sure that that T's out of your system by now?
Probably.
Anyway, they were just illusions, Aiden. Illusions that knew what Hila did, but still just illusions. Anyway, you get to work, you call parents, I'm gonna talk to Grimoire.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
like,
Hear him typing
I
out
need
his
to go
word.
stuff this into my word checker, but I think I got it.
All right. Well, we'll join Sabrina first.
Yeah.
You're going up to Grimoire.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
What's going on?
go on.
Yeah, she seems to be working with some of the meteors you gave to her. She got a few in a clamp. She's writing down a few notes about them. And
Grimoire,
she says, "Oh, Sabrina, how did it go?"
well, Hila's been incarcerated, but we went to the MDRA and gave them Grimoire the Ninth's research, and they have posed another quest for us, one that is posing some problems. So, were you aware that you need an Expedition Society ring to get into that tower?
No, you need a. No, you need a.
I'm sorry, not
yeah.
Expedition Society. You know what I meant.
Yes, those are a relic from ages past, where that was sort of identification for mages to enter towers like that.
Well, they want us to lead up the expedition to get there, and they're offering to give us some two of those rings. But you and I need to get there for the Spellforge.
I admit, yes, I wish to go there. But unfortunately, they are right. They are correct. You need one of those looplets to get inside the tower.
Her ears kind of tilt back, and she says,
What are we gonna do? If we get them there, they're gonna take the entire tower over, and you're never gonna be able to get there.
Well, we don't have to give it to them.
But that's what they're gonna be expecting if they give us those rings.
Well, that's what they are going to be expecting, yes. You see, inside the tower, the whole reason they cannot teleport in there is the Nexus is nigh operational. And they're probably going to want you to fix that. Meaning, once we get inside there, we can perhaps cut ties with the MDRA. Yes, this will make them an enemy, but we will have what we want. There's no other. I know this sounds sinister and conniving, but that's exactly what they are.
Yeah, you're right. They probably wouldn't hesitate to backstab us if it meant they got what they wanted.
Oh, I wouldn't say they backstab. I was in the. They like to call what you do for them your useful expendables.
Oh, how flattering.
Well, I'm not in the academy anymore, but
I know.
admit I perhaps called a few adventurers that because adventurers are always willing to do things for magic items and in gold, and the MDRA has a lot of those.
I'd really rather not make any more enemies if we could.
It's gonna happen sooner or later. You're gonna have to choose a side. But I think we're far away from that still.
Yeah. Problem to worry about another day.
Yeah. I have no problem with you using them as a useful benefactor. They consider you useful expendables, but use their resources to your advantage while you can. That's what I say.
Alright. Thanks for the advice, Grimoire.
No problemo.
Good luck with your research.
Yeah. I may need your help every now and then, because, well, abjuration was always out of my wheelhouse, and if you were to, perhaps we can work together to build that device you were
Oh, I'd love
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say the word. I'll help you however I can.
You don't really have the tools and the manpower that the MDRA had, but I think we can make it work with your abjuration. That's one of the big resources that I think is needed to contain the Aether.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's what we abjurers do.
Yes. But whenever you're willing to work on such a thing, I'd be more than happy to help craft, theorize, trial and error.
Well, I've pretty much got the rest of the day. I used all of my fifth circle spells to teleport us around and put Ela in a force sphere.
Oh, wonderful. Splendido. So, what this means mechanically is I will lower the DC and you have advantage on everything now that she's helping you.
Sweet.
Yeah. Sinbad.
Yeah, so he had texted the parents. Expedition Society will contact you soon. Lives are at stake. Can talk using past method if wanted.
Not needed, just fill us in. Whichever one you texted.
I'm like, Sinbad might actually go to Sabrina.
So Sabrina and Grimoire are doing things, and you just burst in, and you're like holding the pad like a phone. You're
He'll
like,
probably
hey,
ask
Bree.
both. Actually, he might ask both. He'll probably walk in and be like, how secure is this device?
What do you mean?
Can the MDRA read the sendings that are coming off of this thing?
Give that to me.
All right, he will.
She begins touching it in her hand. This might, something bad might happen in a second, Sabrina. Be prepared.
All right.
They're like, this is what we were just talking about.
Never mind. So she spends 10 minutes kind of like looking over it. Yes, they can see everything you write on this.
That's what I thought. Yeah, they asked for details, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I already said enough by saying the Expedition Society would contact them.
Wow.
She hands it back to you. I'd watch what you say in there. That's got to be the MDRA's handiwork there.
Yep. Well, I wish I could use the communication circle, but yeah, the other end doesn't have that. Well, I don't know what to do. They don't want to talk to us with the last method, Bree, but I can't say, yeah, you're gonna have to do this. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I've got plenty of magic left.
He's just gonna like slouch against like the wall, like frustrated.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's mostly personal matters they got. They didn't get too much important out of that.
And she's gonna start putting sending in her meteor focus.
Okay.
This is probably the first time Grimoire's seen it.
Can they track it if she uses it with this focus?
Well, you don't know. Have you used Identify on it yet?
The meteor focus? No.
Okay. You don't know.
That brings up a good point, though. Do you think they'd be able to monitor us out of this?
I wouldn't think so.
Alright.
It just seems like my copied work they're using to refine a certain item.
Alright. Well,
She's going to cast sending to mom and dad and say, why don't you talk for a little bit, Sib? I need to check numbers.
Yeah.
Or we can go to Aiden. What are you doing, Aiden?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Wait, that's not going to be interesting because I'm just working in the armor.
Okay. Well, you were
Well, I
gone
guess-
for a little bit, so I'll
Yeah.
say you kind of got half a day's work today.
I figured. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sinbad.
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, I don't know what to do about that situation. I got that thing specifically to talk to my parents. I did suspect that they might be able to tap into it, but
Oh,
it was mostly personal to start out with. But now things are ramping up, and well, let's just say my chats have made the people on the receiving end not really want to talk to me anymore.
Oh, I guess that benefits you. Does it talk to anyone else?
I only talked to the MDRA and my parents, and I figured that they would tap into that other one.
See, yes.
I suppose they now know that our parents don't like the MDRA, but I'm pretty sure that they don't care that the MDRA heard that.
That made me wonder. Children are usually taken by the MDRA when they show magical prowess. Why weren't you two taken?
What do you mean by taken?
That's one of the edicts.
Wait, what?
It is for kids to be kidnapped?
Yes, that's the article of guardianship where the MDRA has the authority to take any child born with magic capability as wards to train until they come of age. I was very curious. I thought you were with the MDRA.
Bree just kind of looks at Sib like, did you know this?
He shakes his head.
And I personally don't believe in children with magic abilities being taken and sent through a rigid system.
Well, I guess there's one benefit to you going to those birthday parties, I guess. You could make some go under the radar now.
Yes, possibly.
Fair enough. But I guess our parents did the best they could, though, to be fair. They're pretty good at what they do.
But this would only be known if the MDR knew about you or your parents reported you. And I am guessing neither of which happened.
No. I guess not. Maybe that's why they had us move around so much, was so that no one would find us.
That would make sense.
Well, there's one more thing they never told us, I guess. Or would let us know that we would have to deal with our own kids. Well, at least Sabrina's kids.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. Keep focusing on your text message.
Right, right.
Have you focused?
Yes.
Okay. What do you wish to say?
Actually, let me do one more count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I needed the sending slate!
I knew it. I knew it. You're gonna have to remove an article somewhere, make it weird. You can just see the frustration on her face, and he's like,
Yeah.
"You needed this. You needed the 26th word, didn't
Yeah,
you?"
she's just like, she's gritting her teeth and staring at the focus, and she says, "They really were right. That 26th word makes all the difference."
Yeah. Though it's stolen, it is quite amazing. They made the sending spell with 26 words. That is almost what I'd say a miracle.
Got it.
And she's going to cast sending and say, "Sending slate tapped by the MDRA. Don't use. Box with unknown items sent to mainland by Maleficent. Unrelated. I'm sorry. Thank you for protecting us."
We will await further instructions from the Expedition Society.
All right. They'll be waiting for instructions from the Expedition Society.
I suppose our parents are gonna have to move again after this.
Depends on where it ends up, I guess.
Well, I already told the MDRA that the Expedition Society was going to them and that lives are at stake, which means that they're definitely going to be looking for things coming from the ice continent, which means that they're going to know our parents are going to be there. And so after they do their job, they will have to move to stay out of the MDRA's reach. Or do you think that the MDRA simply doesn't care, Grimoire?
I haven't been part of them for over almost a year, so I would not know.
I think they wouldn't care about our parents since, well, everything's already been done. They think that we're basically walking right in with and wrapped around their little finger. They don't know that we know that about that edict.
They probably find it curious as to why, but you know, you two are already of age, so it doesn't make any difference. But the MDRA doesn't look fondly upon mages who taught themselves or weren't trained by them, and they probably wish to put you in their fold.
So they probably thought the same of you, didn't they?
Oh, I was with the academy since I was a child.
But your spell book, those were not their curriculum. They didn't teach you that. You were essentially self-taught those spells, weren't you?
Yes, you've probably honed in the reason why they didn't like me very much. They only like their strict curriculum of illusion magic. I find it very limiting.
Yeah, the
can
best
imagine.
thing they teach is major image.
Well, there's some more powerful ones, and the main ones in the higher circles.
Yeah,
Right.
but you get the most leverage out of that with creative uses.
Mm-hmm. Well, is that all you wish to? Is that all you wish to inform Sabrina about?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well,
Guess I'll have to go find some other means of contacting them. Unless, well, can't mess with the slate now, I guess. Oh well. If we messed with it, they would know.
we'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. Maybe we could Maybe we could get past it if we try to get a 27th word in there, and then it doesn't work with them anymore, and we just say that we were trying to put a 27th word in there.
I think that might blow us up.
Yeah, probably. It was a thought. Anyway, if you want to talk to Mom and Dad, just let me know. I'll cast Sending.
Yeah. He's just gonna like dejectedly like leave the room.
And what do you wish to do for the rest of the day, you two?
Sabrina's gonna work with Grimoire.
Okay, so what part of it do you want to make?
Probably get the sensor in place.
All right. So I'm going to give you advantage on this check, and I'm lowering the DC because she's working with you.
Okay.
All right. So first, I'm going to need a intelligence sleight of hand to make the lens for it.
Okay. Intelligence sleight of hand. Hang on, my brain's failing. I've forgotten how this part works.
Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand?
I do not. So it's just my intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have advantage.
Yes, you have advantage.
19 plus 5, 24.
You imagine out of some of the glass laying around, you were able to sculpt a lens for it. Now we're gonna go to the sensor. So this is gonna be a straight up Arcana roll.
Alright. And I already have advantage on that because of the rune that Sigurd gave me. 16 plus 13, so that's a big number. 29.
That's enough. Now, putting it all together, this is going to be just sleight of hand dex.
Oh no.
Don't worry, no one has death.
9.
You're at that stage. You think you could fix it, but you need to roll again, or else it'll explode.
Would I be able to grab Aiden to do it?
Yes, it kind of sitting here with you bent a little bit, so you can get Aiden.
Okay, she's gonna get Aiden.
Okay.
Aiden!
Switch positions. She takes a few swings.
No. No, she's not doing that with the armor. But he'll look up in his work and head over.
Yeah. So she shows you this bent sensor with the lens. It seems all the components are there. It just needs to be put together. You think you could maybe fix it?
Oh. This isn't going to blow up if I don't get this working, is it?
If I say no, will you do it?
It's going to blow up if I don't get this working.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
So you can use sleight of hand or tinkerer's tools with this. Basically adding your proficiency.
Yeah, I think I'm doing my sleight of hand.
All right. You will have advantage because Grimoire is there.
Okay. Two D20. That's like
Yeah.
that's 30 something, isn't it?
You manage to bend it back, and you manage to put all the components together, and you have the sensor part of it now.
She's like super giddy and she like hugs Aiden's side and she's like, "Thank you, Aiden, thank you!"
He's just kind of holding it and a little confused at this because all he did was just
put it together.
Yeah, like her tail's going crazy right now.
I just kind of slotted the parts together.
Yeah.
But you did it!
Could be
When I
because
tried to do it last time, it blew up.
it could be because of that book you read too. Yeah, I'll say that kind of took you into night as you just settle down for dinner.
Dinner.
But you notice Ezek and Jameson have not come back.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Unhappiness.
So that's what she was doing. Well, Bree, you got that locate person spell, right?
Locate creature, yes. Alright, let me see.
They shouldn't be too far out if they are still here, but I think somebody pulled a little string.
Who
I
you
hope you're wrong.
who you looking for?
A Flareon. Specifically
Man.
Jameson.
Roll an Arcana.
Uh, 28.
You don't sense a Flareon.
I don't like that.
She's gonna
For both.
use sending.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna cast sending and say,
Jameson, please tell me you're okay. Where are you?
The sending this is a very familiar feeling. The sending goes through, but it's like he's not picking up. So something is preventing him from picking up, or he can't somehow. He's alive. Because it reached something, but you don't hear a response.
alright. And finally, she's gonna do the same for Isak as well.
Locate him or sending?
Sending.
You get the same thing. You don't get a response, but he's not dead.
It's Moira. I get seeing her face turn to panic. I assume he's gonna say it's Moira.
Why would she do this?
The one thing that she can't get without us, the scepter, or not the scepter, whatever it's called, staff, wand, whatever, doohickey.
The Staff of Power.
Well, the gate goes down in a few days either way. She'll make her move after that.
Where's our grub?
Who said that?
Pandora.
You might
And,
have to start foraging for yourself.
It looks like our queen. Actually, we should probably get all the Great Worms together for this. I think that this is a everybody meeting.
Well, they went to that. Well, they went to that watering hole.
They're not there anymore.
Well, we haven't Well, no, that's true. They
You
aren't there
have
anymore.
confirmed it. We need everyone together because I think this means Ezlith is also in danger. And I know that Alderion doesn't care about others, but I think he does care about Ezlith.
Hang on, let me look at the locate creature spell. I think there's a thing where a certain amount of water will block the spell.
No, I think it's lead.
Okay.
Well, so what have you done? You've sended to Jameson, you sended to Ezek,
Ezek.
and you've
We
located
checked.
creature on. Did you do both of
Jameson.
them?
No, but she can do it on Esek.
Okay.
So I guess she'll use like her last 4th level slot to do that.
Um. Okay. Yeah. He's right there. Like he's at the watering hole.
He is at the watering hole.
But,
Come on, guys.
All right.
Sabrina's heading there.
Okay. Should I get everyone? Or is it dinner time? I'm hungry.
Long story short, we found Ezek, and if we're not fast, we're gonna lose him and Jameson. We think that the Queen Moira.
Less talky, let's go.
Okay, Moira's kidnapping people. Islith is probably next. Bye.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll wait for dinner. I really wanted fish. As yeah, you gather your winter gear and you go outside. Let me see how cold it is.
Yeah. Everyone's going to save the
Ooh,
boy.
pretty cold. Okay, I know that it's easy for you, but you all passed that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe so.
All right, so you make your way. You've been there, Aiden, and you've been there, Sinbad. It was kind of like this this ice pond that they cut a hole in, and they fished there, and there's a tons of trees to gather wood near. As you guys, it's not that far of a walk from your fortress. Good half an hour, but that's long. But you managed to get there. As you go towards the lake, you see a figure lying down, face down in the snow, just lying there. Rather large individual.
Isaac? Isaac, is that you?
As you get closer to him with the winds howling behind you, he is beaten to like a bloody pulp. His face looks bruised and bloodied. His arm is bent in a shape it should not be in. There are just and you can see him because his winter gear it seemed like it was cut. Like there's an incision up and down his and also it hit his back too, of the winter gear. It's just torn to shreds, and he looks to be suffering exhaustion right now. He is bloodied all over. He's lying there almost motionless in the snow, blood pooling out, and it looks like he is clutching something in his hand as well.
Sabrina's gonna give him a potion of greater healing.
But we will leave off there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh man.
Lol.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Yes, you have foiled Ela's plan, and now we deal with this.
Great.
Betrayed by Queen, but we're too nice or too dumb or both to get her first.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week, and we try to save Ezek and try to perhaps save Jameson. All right. Well, see you next time.
Bye.